All right, I've promised you a video where we will talk about how can you actually go for what you want in life. Because now you know what you want, but how do you get it? You need to go there and ask for it. Even in the Bible, it already says, ask and you shall be given. But so many of us, they don't even ask. They don't ask for the date. They don't ask for the job. They don't ask if the person wants to be their client. They don't ask for the food that's not on the menu. And why? Because of fear. And I want to talk about three fears today specifically because they're just the most common ones that keep us. And in the end, they're all kind of the same fear, but I'll get to that later. The three fears I want to talk about is the fear of rejection, the fear of being judged, and the fear of failure. These are the fears between you and everything you want in your life. You could have a beautiful relationship with a woman if you just asked one out. You could have well, there's a little more to it, but different video again. You could have the money that you want if you're willing to put yourself out there and take the actions. You could build the business that you want. You just have to do some courageous steps that will take you over this fear. So let's look at these fears. Fear of rejection basically just means I feel if I ask for it and you say no to me, that will mean I'm not worthy. We are afraid that if this potential client says no, it means I'm not doing good enough work. I'm not good enough. They don't trust me. If I ask a woman out and she says no, I think, oh, I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I'm not funny enough. I'm just simply not good enough. And the same thing with the fear of judgment. We are afraid other people will think badly about us because that's the way we sometimes think about ourselves, not being good enough. All of these fears come from the same place, a lack of self-worth, a feeling of I'm not good enough, or at least the fear of not being good enough. Some of us, you know that somewhere deep down, you know that you're good enough the way that you are, right? We all feel that this must be the truth. But at the same time, there's also a feeling of, am I? Really? Is my work really good enough? Am I doing enough? Am I really helping these clients? Am I really a good father? Am I really a good husband? Am I a bad friend? Am I a bad person? And it's okay to have these fears. It's okay to have these insecurities. In fact, we all have them. Trying to pretend you don't have them, first of all, just makes you look stupid because it's not possible. And second of all, you are cutting yourself off from the option of working with these fears, of being there, nurturing your self-worth. So the core thing that over the years I've learned that really helps dealing with these fears is you have to reframe your perspective on them. And the first step is, let's look at all three. Your fear of rejection. What does rejection actually mean? Rejection means that you are being real. You're being authentic. Nobody can be liked by everybody. Then it's the same like people say, something that you create for everybody is something for nobody. People have different preferences. Imagine, it's just not possible to not be rejected. That would mean that you have to change your personality and adjust to every single person so that they like you. It's insane. It's just coming from this feeling again, oh, I need everybody to like me because I don't know if I'm good enough. So what about changing your perspective and saying, actually, when I'm rejected, that's a sign for me that I'm speaking my truth, I'm showing my true self, I'm being real, and I'm proud of that. So being rejected equals courage. I can be proud of myself. What about failure? Really? Failure? It's so funny that we're afraid of this because we're literally doing it all the time. And it's the one biggest skill that you need to get good at something. To just put yourself out there and saying like, hey, here I am. I'm a piano player. I'm bad at it, but I'm getting better. So every time that you fail at something, every time you're bad at something, you're learning. This is like absolutely natural part of growth. To fail equals growth. There's no way around it. So instead of trying to avoid failure, just go and fail faster, fail forward. Failure equals growth. Don't be ashamed to fail. Failing is amazing. Even the word, like, I don't know if you could still call it failure, but for the sake of, because we're using it that way, failure equals growth. Fail as much as you can. Go for it. And last thing, judgment. Honestly, people will judge you. That's just a fact. That's how our minds work. But with the judgment, I would really ask you, does that opinion of the other person matter? People that you truly care about, their opinions, yes. Like, judgment is not bad in general. It can be feedback. It can be helpful. But the judgment that we're afraid of is like the hateful, I don't like what you do simply because I'm hating on it. Everybody is fine. Most people are fine with constructive criticism. Wouldn't you agree that somebody telling you, hey, I really support your cause. I think it's amazing that you're doing this work and it's amazing how far you've come. But here is the thing that I really would like you to acknowledge about the way that you're doing your coaching. It's not helping me because of this and that. If a client did this to me, wow, amazing. I can learn from that. It's very different if somebody just hates on your work because they don't feel good enough themselves. Oh, these damn artists and their music, they're so annoying just trying to be the center of the stage, every blah, blah, blah. Why would I care about that? Why would I care about the opinion of somebody that is simply in pain? And that's the way to see it. Have compassion. Everything somebody else puts on you is just about them. Never, this is a rule for life, never take it personally. First of all, we never know any of these judgments anyway. Most judgments we're afraid of, they never happen. But if they happen, they have nothing to do with you. It's just about the person having them. You can start practicing that by watching your own judgments. Look at yourself. When you're judging other people, look at, why do I think this way? What am I denying myself? Start with yourself and it will be easier not to fear the judgments of others. Okay, one last thing here that really helps you to change your game around being afraid of going for what you want. You don't see the results as success anymore. See taking action and being courageous, putting yourself out there. That is your success. From now on, don't look for the result. It doesn't matter, really. It is nice if it comes, and it's okay to want these results, but truly, you need to know in your heart, what I'm proud of myself for, the person I want to be, is not defined by how many people actually like my video, listen to my song, pay for my service, how much money I'm making. These are external results. How could you place your self-worth on external things that you have nothing to do with? These things will come to you based on the work that you're doing, on the actions. And this is what healthy self-worth should be based upon. I am proud of myself because I had the courage to put myself out there today. I'm proud of myself because I went to the open mic. I'm proud of myself that I asked the woman out. I'm proud of myself that I asked the client if they want to work with me. I made the phone call. I had the difficult talk. I don't care if she said yes, he said yes, if they did, if they paid the money. I'm proud of myself because I showed up. This changes everything. It takes the whole pressure out of a result. Be proud of showing up, of taking action, of going for what you want. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can even start to look for rejection. Say, even if all the women say yes to me, I will keep going until I find one that finally says no to go on a date with me. Maybe that's a fun challenge, a better way to see it. Because then you're not there, oh my God, I hope nobody says no to me. No, you're like, oh, I hope somebody will say no. That's my challenge. That's what I'm going for. Hope they don't all say yes. I don't even have time next week for so many dates. Same with your clients. It changes your mindset completely. You're not longer looking for validation from the other people. You're giving it to yourself because you're acting in alignment with your own values. You're showing up for yourself. And that's the most amazing thing you can do. So thank you for your courage. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Let's do it.